Hello, welcome back to Dr. Darnise's House of Religion, Magic, and Conjure. Thank you for joining me again. I just want to thank everybody who's been sharing and commenting, and hello to the new subscribers. I really appreciate how the membership, or I should say, subscription base of the channel has really been growing, and I just want to give a shout out to new people. Thank y'all. Well, today's video is about Sephora and their so-called witch kits. Have you heard of this? Sephora decided to put together a witch kit to sell. Now, pretty much everybody knows what Sephora is, but in case you do not, Sephora is a store that just sells beauty products coast to coast, internationally, kind of the go-to destination for cosmetics and perfume and skincare. So a beauty store. They've decided to cash in, I guess, on the recent trendiness around, I guess, the occult. And so we have so many people kind of playing with witchcraft that it's become trendy. And so Sephora put together a witch kit, which they were going to sell as something cute and trendy. And well, I don't have a picture of it. Uh, Maybe I can put a picture at the end or something. Or you can just Google Sephora witch kit and you'll see what I'm talking about. So inside of it, they were going to have some stones, some gemstones. So I think you'd have your choice if there's a rose quartz or clear quartz or citrine or whatever. You know the stones that I talk to you people about all the time, right? You people, I mean my followers who I really appreciate. The stones I talk to you about, because they're powerful and because they have specific significance. So, yeah, Sephora was going to put them in a little box kit along with some sage and a deck of tarot cards and I don't know what else. They were going to come up with different, I guess, combinations of things so people could have a choice. Okay, so what's wrong with that? People would say, like, oh, it's fun and cute and trendy. Really? Okay, witchcraft is a religion. You don't really put people's religious artifacts in a box and sell them in a beauty store or any store for that matter, right? It's cultural misappropriation. It's dangerous. I have to laugh because, like this channel, right? I'm talking to you about religion, magic, and conjure, and really the reality of those things, those natural forces that we can harness and use. Okay, so how are you going to make that trendy and sell it in a box like it is a toy? Obviously, Sephora is exhibiting extreme ignorance here, extreme ignorance. And it's offensive to people who actually practice witchcraft, and by extension, I would say people who practice traditional indigenous religions like the African, because these are the people all over the world, different cultures, who've been trying to hold on to their own particular cultural religious traditions, and almost 100% of them, of us, have been persecuted, at least historically, for trying to hold on to those practices, right? So even the term witchcraft, for most people, conjures up some sort of evil idea, that people are doing something bad and evil. People who practice Wicca, those were the indigenous religions of Europe before Christianity, spread around Europe. People were killed for that, right? They were drowned, they were hanged, they were burned at the stake for practicing their own cultural traditional practices, aka witchcraft. Even today, people are afraid of the idea of witchcraft when they really, meet someone who does this for real, right? And they want to banish people to hell, like, oh, you're going to go to hell for that. You have to be a Christian or you have to be whatever their religion is, right? And so here comes Sephora saying, we're going to make this, we're going to cash in on the trendiness of this because we have television shows, we have all kind of representations in the pop culture now, popularizing these things. And I guess somebody sitting around the boardroom at Sephora said, well, how can we make money off of this? Let's target this to young women, teenagers primarily, and let's cash in on this. Well, of course, there's a massive backlash from people who do practice witchcraft and from people who are really conservative Christians who are like, whoa, I don't want you indoctrinating my child on the evils of witchcraft. So Sephora's been catching it from all sides. So Sephora decided to cancel it. This is, well, the end of September right here. And as of now, they've decided that they're not going through with that plan anymore. Yeah, Sephora, that would be a good idea. Sephora got that wrong. They got it all wrong, all bad. I mean, can you imagine if you put something in a box like, how to be Jewish, how to be a good Muslim, how to be a good Christian, like with a Bible, we're going to put a Bible and a cross in there or something? It's a little bit funny. But more than that, it just goes to show people's overall ignorance about other people's spiritualities, and certainly something like witchcraft or Wicca, certainly something like the African traditional practices like Ifa, Vodun, Candomblé, and Afro-Brazilian, Santeria, Lucumi, like ignorance is just rampant, right? And so we see people trying to plug in different ways and, participate in something because, they saw Beyonce in her Oshun dress or whatever. So then they try to make Oshun really trendy. And that has happened too. Oshun is trendy. But most people, if you ask them, well, who is she? What is her story? Why is she powerful? They'd have no idea. And, as I say here, when you get involved in these things, you really have to be careful and intentional. If there's one thing that you get from me all the time, I'm always telling you, be intentional. You do not want to mess with this stuff like a little bit. You do not want to dabble. You do not want to do that. You just don't. It can be dangerous. You can run into people, you probably will, who actually do know what they're doing and out you like as somebody who doesn't, or take offense and decide to do something to you not so nice. Anyway, I just want to come on and talk about that because why Sephora? But I'm glad they came to their senses and decided to cancel their witch kits. Bad idea, Sephora. All right, that's it for me and this little rant here. Thanks again. I would like to invite you to subscribe if you have not already. Click the bell there for notifications. That's how you know when I have a new video. Share, comment, let me know if you heard about those witch kits and what you think about that. I would definitely want to hear what you have to say. And yeah, bye for now.